things that I think are true. I admire things that I think are just. Because I've had a very difficult life, many difficult experiences in life as a black woman, this colors what I feel.
Much of Catlett's interest in depicting black women can be attributed to the women in her life. Sarah Carson, her maternal grandmother, would tell young Elizabeth stories about growing up on a plantation in North Carolina. Mary Carson Catlett, her mother, encouraged her to pursue the arts despite the lack of acceptance African Americans faced in the art world and academia. Catlett attended Howard University, the first historically black college in the United States, and graduated in 1937 with a Bachelor of Science in Art. Lois Mailou Jones, a fellow African American woman artist, encouraged Catlett to study design, but after studying painting and life drawing under James Porter and James Wells, Catlett changed her major to painting. Porter encouraged Catlett to join the Public Works Art Project, a program that introduced her to the works of Mexican muralist Diego Rivera and painter Miguel Covarrubias, both of which instilled in her a sense of Mexicanismo early on. After graduating from Howard, Catlett taught at an all-black high school in Durham, North Carolina. Barely making enough money, she returned to Washington, D.C., and decided to yield her savings to her studies at the University of Iowa. She later earned her MFA in sculpture in 1940, where under the instruction of Grant Wood, Catlett addressed the subjects she knew most about: black people, specifically black women and motherhood. It was at the Iowa State, with Wood's encouragement, that Catlett entered the world of sculpture, a space at the time that was reserved mostly for white men.
One day, I'm gonna understand. Zion. Unsure what the balance held, I touched my belly, overwhelmed by what I had been chosen to perform. But then an angel came one day, told me to kneel down and pray, for unto me a man's child would be born. Oh, this crazy circumstance, I knew his life deserved a chance, but everybody told me to be smart. Look at your career, they said, Lauren, baby, use your head. But instead I chose to use my heart. Now the joy of my world is in Zion. Now the joy of my world is in Zion. How beautiful is nothing more than to wait at Zion's door. I've never been in love like this before. Now let me pray to keep you from the perils that will surely come. See, life for you, my prince, has just begun. And I thank you for choosing me.
The idea that I got for this sculpture is from my twin granddaughters who were 14 years old. And I spent a lot of time talking to them, and I was interested in the way they relate, because they're always fixing each other's hair. They do braids, and they do twists, and they do knots like this, and they tie cord ribbons around, or sometimes they put.
In 1945, Catlett applied and was awarded the Julius Rosenwald Fellowship. A year later, she traveled to and decided to stay in Mexico, where her politics converged with her art. The public and graphic arts movement, as well as the mural paintings occurring in Mexico, inspired this move. She began to work with the Taller de Gráfica Popular, an organization dedicated to produce art by Mexican people for Mexican people. It was in Taller de Gráfica Popular where she met her future husband, Francisco Mora, a fellow Mexican artist. With Taller de Gráfica Popular's influence, Catlett began her I Am a Negro Woman series, in which she depicts cultural icons as well as domestic and agricultural Black women. Catlett was particularly moved and deeply engaged with other Mexican artists from the moment she arrived in Mexico.
I'm from the city where the sun burn like fire, fire. We don't wear white tee, blue jeans and some Nikes. It's what vida, blue Jordan son chancletas every day. Donde hablamos al derecho y al revés. Y esa es la fiesta, para nosotros nadie nos invitó. Como quiera entramos. Y si te descuidas va a tu guiar, te agarramos. Porque en Panamá nosotros no perreamos, nosotros arrochamos. Hasta el día siguiente en la fiesta nos quedamos bailando, brincando, sudando y saltando. Hasta las 4 de la mañana gozando. No hay mezquindad con la vecindad, soy caliente. Pero que eso no se me culpe a mí, yo lo tengo en la vena, lo tengo de herencia. Atrevido soy desde que nací, ya. Si tú quieres demencia, ven pan de mí, ven pan de mí. Pongan sus banderas en el aire, si ustedes están orgullosos de ser de donde son, de ser donde son. Let's go, this is for my barrio, this is for my ghetto. Aquellos que nunca se conforman si no llegan de primero. This is for my people, this is for my ghetto. Aquellos que nunca dejan a su gente por el suelo.
As it seems, the American dream ain't nothing but another calculated scheme to get us locked up, shut up and back in chains, to deny us of the future, rob our name. Kept my history a mystery, but now I see the American dream wasn't meant for me. Cause Lady Liberty's a hypocrite, she lied to me. Promised freedom, education, equality, never gave me nothing but slavery. And now look at how dangerous you made me, calling me a madman. Cause I'm strong and bold with this gun full of knowledge of the lies she told. Promised me emancipation and this new nation. All you ever gave my people was salvation. Fathers of his country never cared for me. They kept my ancestors shackled up in slavery. And Uncle Sam never did a damn thing for me, except lie about the facts in my history. So now I'm sitting here mad cause I'm unemployed. But the government's glad cause they enjoy when my people are down, so they can screw us around. Time to change the government now. Path of power. Path of power. Path of power. Path of power.
En los años 1600